for you, and I'm going to ask this as a two-parter since I'm talking to both agent you and writer you.
Okay.
If you could go back to at any point in your career where it would have been useful and offered yourself some advice, both as first a writer and then as a literary agent, that might have made easier your path and might make easier the paths of everyone who's watching or listening to us, what would you go back and tell yourself?
Well, writer me, I would say, don't listen to your father. And part of that is that my father very much believed in don't show emotion, stuff them down, don't have emotion if you can help it at all. And certainly you never express it, never. And that was something, unfortunately, I took very much to, I internalized very much, which was very hard for me at the beginning as a writer because I had a very hard time putting it on the page. And I think my early years struggling to write had a lot to do with the fact that I had learned those lessons so well. I had a very, very hard time getting into deep POV, really getting into character, putting thoughts and expressions on the page. Because anytime I let the least little bit show, to me, it felt like opening a vein. And it was really just opening the door a creak. And so a lot of my work, I think, is not as deep. My early work was really not as deep as it needed to be. And it took me a lot of years to get over that. And I think in a lot of ways, I'm still getting over that, still being able to express myself and really allow it onto the page. No offense to my father, that's how he was raised. That's how it's a family thing. But I think I would say get over it. and it's a really, really hard thing to do. And I'm, like I said, still getting over it. Agent me, oh my goodness, I guess I would just say, learn everything. I mean, just learn everything. And I really, really tried to, but you know, I think I felt I knew more than I did early on. You know, I came out of college having, you know, been part of the Presidential Scholars and having been an A student and things like that. And I didn't know everything I didn't know. And, you know, I obviously I did learn a lot. And Eleanor was an amazing teacher. I just, I wish I knew everything I didn't know so that I would have just studied even harder. I don't know. I'm such a type A personality. I don't like to, I didn't like anybody to see me not knowing anything. And so I wish I'd known everything I didn't know so nobody could ever see me not having known anything. Does that make sense?
That sounds
I
it's
wanted to be
awesome.
a 5-year-long
Nice
agent in my first year. Can I do that? Can I go back and do that? That's what I want to do. That's my answer.
aspiration.